What's up, everybody? This is your host, Sekuros, or Sekuros, whatever accent you want to say. How is everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. So today we're going to talk about my song, Cupid's 44. And how long it freaking took. It took like 3 years. 3 freaking years it took for me to finally be, satisfied from it. In those 3 years, it was remixed and released 3 different times. I had a hard time mixing drums, and that was a real big issue. But that song really, it meant a lot to me because, it was one of those times that I was going through a lot of stuff. Most of the times if I go through a lot of stuff, I am writing a song about it. For sure. I mean, like, it's only human, It was about me and my ex and the toxic relationship that we're going through, just a lot of standard bullshit toxic relationships. But I'm not here to talk about great sex. What I'm here to talk about is Cupid's 44. The initial idea of the song came from a piano part that I made on a little short film, and it was created by Dan Marcus, a real good friend of mine, introduced me by another good friend of mine, an amazing director as well, Polaris Castillo. What's up, motherfucker? But yeah, Dan Marcus brought me on to do the score of the film, and it was really like piano based, and it was really like mellow melodic, and it was real cool. And then I ended up winning an award with Paulina Sofia for a song called Day by Day, and we won best song for a film festival, and that was a real cool accomplishment for that one. But for the riff that we're talking about, if you want to watch the film, I'm gonna put a link down below for Closure, and you can hear the riff that I took it from, and it's around 1 minute and 30 to 1 minute and 40 seconds into the film. So I really like that. I just really liked it, and I was like, yo, that's a really like cool thing. I kind of want to make a rock song out of it. So I ended up starting to create like that rock song, like a very progressive. It grows and grows and grows and grows until it gets to the finale. And within that time, I wanted to do like 3 verses. I didn't want to do a bridge. Instead, I put the bridge in the end, which that's a real cool part. I started writing the song after I finally realized what the song was going to be about. And because I took the riff from Closure, I also got like an idea from the director, Dan Marcus. So there was a deleted scene in that short film that never made it into the final cut, but it was a CGI. There's like an eyelash. There's a CGI thing that they wanted, a CGI scene that they wanted to create, and it was pretty much like a Cupid that was supposed to, shoot out an arrow to one of the characters' lover, because throughout the film you kind of see, that's why it's called Closure, you kind of see a relationship just fall apart, like slowly but surely. So one of the characters was kind of like not begging, but it was implied that can you help me out here, and the arrow misses, and it was and the story goes on from there. But you guys should check it out. I didn't say anything about the story, but it was cool. It's cool. So it was from that idea, and I really liked it. And I asked Dan, I was like, dude, can I make a song out of that? Because I really like the idea. If you're not gonna put it in a film, I'd like to try something out from it. And he's like, yeah, go for it. And and then I made the song based off of that idea of the romanticizing to romanticize a mythical creature, Cupid, to help me, like, bro, like, help me out, like, I'm desperate, man, like, she don't love me no more, like, and it was one of those songs. But yeah, that's the story of it. And every single year that I try to release it, I like grew to know how to mix better, to master better, to find better tools to help me out. And every single time I was just like, damn, this is like the only song that I couldn't make sound right. And so finally I got, like I said in the other video, I finally got a new computer, and it's kicking ass. It's kicking ass. So yeah, that's the story of Cupid's 44 with everybody involved. And also I don't know if I mentioned it, I gotta shout out Jon Martin. He was the drummer for the song, and we came from high school together. We knew each other, just kind of like, hey, like, you do music, cool, I do music. We never really spoke. And you know what, that dude lived like down the street like my whole life. Actually, he's my childhood friend. We rode bikes together and whatnot, but I never really talked to him until we really got into music, and we're like, oh, because it was just neighborhood kids, it was one of those things. But it was a real great pleasure to work with him, and then to record the drums at another high school friend's studio. His name was Walter, and he had his the studio called MHQ Studios in Duarte, and we recorded. I'm gonna leave a clip at the end, like it's just gonna throw it in there at the end of this. But yeah, shout out to Walter, thank you, man. Like, it was dope, and shout out to Lavina for coming up with the title of the song. And I wanted I asked Lavina, I was like, hey, like, just shoot me a title for the song. And then he was like, all right, for sure. And then he's like, you should probably name it Cupid's 44. I was like, what's a 40? And my dumb ass was like, what's a 44? It's a 44 Magnum. I'm like, oh yeah, why not? Let's do it. That's cool. Instead of like a bow and arrow, it's just like the Cupid's a little more G like that. So yeah, and also I don't condone violence. Just before I get canceled, I don't condone violence. Of course, the chorus says, "Please shoot her again," but from what I just explained, I'm talking about a bow and arrow from Cupid. All right, let's not make things a little too real. But yeah. It's a really, really cool song. You guys should really check it out. It's vibey as hell. If you want to get in your feels, just go ahead and check it out. All right, well, that concludes the recap. Love you guys. Stay safe. And life is like a song. It's a journey. Peace.